when you have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes, you're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
And you're supposed to be the good guys.
You're supposed to, and you claim to be the good guys? I'm like, exactly.
You're supposed to be the progressives.
Yes, the Dems are like, oh, we're the good guys. We're the honest people. No, hang on. You can't claim to be the good guys. You can't claim to be the honest people. If you're deliberately pushing hoaxes that have been debunked thoroughly.
Yeah. Well,
we're like, even Snopes, which is a liberal thing, says it's bogus.
Yeah.
Like the Fine People hoax.
Obama just said that on stage.
Elon Musk is back in the spotlight. But this time, it's not about electric cars, rockets, or flamethrowers. No, this time, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO is taking on something completely different. The courtroom. Musk has filed an $80 million defamation lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg and the hosts of The View, accusing them of spreading harmful misinformation and damaging his reputation. And let's be clear, this is not your typical celebrity lawsuit. This is Elon Musk, the man who's become famous for meme wars on Twitter and daring declarations. Now he's challenging one of America's biggest daytime talk shows. The legal battle has set the media ablaze, sparking heated debates on free speech, media accountability, and where the line between humor and defamation really lies.
I'm in favor of freedom of speech. Yeah. And freedom of speech only is relevant when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning. Free speech is meaningless unless you allow people you don't like to say things you don't like. Otherwise, it's irrelevant. And if at the point at which you lose free speech, it doesn't come back.
I think the issue some people have is that a lot of people were brought back. I mean, some people were brought back who were previously banned for spreading things like QAnon conspiracies. You have people like Andrew Tate who were brought back, who were previously... But you accept that misinformation can be dangerous, that it can cause real-world harms, that it can potentially cause...
Yeah, so the point I'm trying to make is that the BBC itself has, at times, published things that are false. Do you agree that that has occurred?
I'm quite sure the BBC have said things before that turn out to not be true.
Correct.
It is.
In classic Musk fashion, the stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just about a few careless comments on TV. This is about what those words represent in a world where misinformation spreads faster than a Tesla on autopilot. Musk claims that Goldberg and her co-hosts didn't just misrepresent him, they spread dangerous conspiracy theories that could have lasting consequences. Whether you view Musk as a champion of truth or a billionaire wielding his power to crush dissent, one thing is clear. This lawsuit is about far more than money. It's a fight over the control of media narratives and the boundaries of free speech. But before we dive deeper into the drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay updated on the latest news. Now, if you thought Elon Musk's most ambitious project was colonizing Mars, think again. The tech billionaire has set his sights on a new frontier, the courtroom. He's filed an $80 million defamation suit against Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts on The View. The reason? Alleged defamation and misinformation. If Musk's side is to be believed, a calculated smear campaign designed to damage his public image. This saga is filled with conspiracy theories, media accountability, billionaire bravado, and, believe it or not, cats. The lawsuit stems from comments made by Whoopi and her co-hosts, who suggested Musk and Senator J.D. Vance were secretly plotting to take control of the government if Trump were removed from office.
I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk, Musk Vance?
Possible.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways. Because, you know, people put the leg out to trip you going down the stairs.
The pair was painted as shadowy masterminds, scheming like villains in a political thriller. Musk's team argues that these statements aren't just wrong, they're dangerously defamatory. According to his legal team, the remarks imply deceit and conspiracy that could destroy Musk's reputation and business dealings. And when you're the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter, your reputation is your currency. Musk calls the statements reckless, baseless, and malicious. In simpler terms, he's saying, this is slander and I won't let it slide. As expected, Whoopi Goldberg has fired back. She claims that her comments were meant as lighthearted banter. even using her cat as a metaphor. Apparently, her cat tripping her on the stairs reminded her of political sabotage.
Okay, I need to clean something up because my cat lays in wait for me on my stairs all the time. And that's what I was thinking of that. I wasn't trying to indicate that they were actually standing there with their legs out, hoping he would trip.
But Musk's team isn't buying the feline-inspired excuse. They argue that even if the remarks were meant to be a joke, they have real consequences. When you're on a show with millions of viewers, words carry weight, and the damage could be lasting. The cat defense may be one of the more bizarre aspects of this case, but it highlights an important issue. Where do we draw the line between satire, commentary, and defamation? And what responsibility do media personalities have when their jokes could be easily misinterpreted?
Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? He's done a great job. He's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
This lawsuit has sparked a massive debate about free speech and media accountability. On one hand, Musk's supporters argue that his legal action is a much-needed check on a media landscape that often prioritizes sensationalism over truth. They see Musk as a truth crusader, pushing back against a system that spreads misinformation unchecked. On the other hand, critics argue that Musk's lawsuit is a dangerous overreach. They fear that if billionaires start suing TV hosts for things they say, it could set a dangerous precedent where the wealthy use legal threats to silence dissent. Naturally, the internet has exploded. Hashtags like "narc support Elon" and "cancel the view" are trending, while everyone from armchair lawyers to actual legal experts is weighing in. Is this a fight for accountability, or is Musk simply flexing his billionaire muscles to squash his critics? This isn't the first time The View has found itself in hot water. The show is known for its fiery debates, but that has made it a target for criticism over the years. Some argue that the show prioritizes drama over facts and fosters division instead of meaningful conversation. Musk's lawsuit has reignited these accusations, with critics pointing out The View's history of inflammatory comments about public figures. Some argue that the show's format encourages sensationalism, blurring the line between opinion and misinformation. Supporters, however, argue that it's meant to be a space for lively debate, not hard-hitting news. Adding even more fuel to the fire are resurfaced clips of Whoopi Goldberg praising Donald Trump. In one clip, she called Trump a friend and said she admired him. Now that she criticizes him regularly, Musk's supporters are calling her a hypocrite, accusing her of flip-flopping for the sake of ratings. Critics of this argument point out that people's opinions can evolve, especially as circumstances change. Still, the clips have added another layer of controversy, fueling accusations that The View cares more about drama than authenticity. For Musk, this lawsuit is about more than clearing his name. It's about setting a precedent. He argues that even entertainment outlets have a responsibility to avoid spreading baseless claims. In his view, unchecked misinformation isn't just harmful to individuals, it's bad for society as a whole. But critics counter that Musk's lawsuit isn't about accountability, it's about control. When a billionaire uses his wealth to take on media outlets, it raises questions about whether public figures are leveraging their power to silence their critics. One of the more controversial elements of Musk's lawsuit is his claim that The View incited violence during the show. Goldberg allegedly made a remark about someone tripping Trump. Musk's legal team argues that such comments, even if made in jest, could be interpreted as encouraging harm.
She put me in the movies, right? A long time ago. So how much did I judge? Nothing.
Like they say in the
It was a preview. Tommy, I love you. I'm telling you.
And they're trying to humanize him and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Goldberg later clarified that the remark was inspired by her cat. But Musk's supporters aren't laughing. They argue that in today's polarized climate, even offhand remarks can have serious consequences. Critics of Musk's case argue that it's a stretch to call these comments incitement, warning that allowing lawsuits over offhand remarks could have a chilling effect on satire and humor in the media. At its core, this lawsuit is about more than just Musk or Goldberg. It's about the role of media in shaping public opinion and the responsibilities that come with having a platform. In a world where misinformation spreads faster than ever, the question of accountability has never been more urgent. Musk's lawsuit could set a landmark precedent for how public figures respond to media criticism. If Musk wins, it could encourage other high-profile individuals to take legal action against perceived slights. If he loses, it might reinforce the idea that free speech, no matter how messy, should be protected. As you'd expect, social media has turned this lawsuit into a full-blown spectacle. Memes of Musk as a free speech warrior are circulating, while posts accusing him of being a thin-skinned billionaire are gaining traction. Meanwhile, hashtags like #SupportElon and Cancel the View have turned this case into a cultural flashpoint. The internet's reaction underscores just how polarizing this battle has become. For Musk's supporters, it's a rallying cry for media reform. For his critics, it's a cautionary tale about the dangers of letting billionaires dictate public discourse. As the lawsuit moves forward, all eyes will be on the courtroom. Will Musk succeed in holding The View accountable, or will the case be dismissed as an overreaction? Either way, the outcome will have ripple effects far beyond Musk and Goldberg. This is not just a legal battle, it's a cultural moment that raises big questions about truth, accountability, and the power of words. Is Musk a hero standing up to misinformation, or is this just another chapter in his saga of fighting the world? If you liked today's video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more updates. See you in the next one. Peace.